Hi Girl Scouts. I hope everyone is doing well out there. Just making sure I'm going live here. It looks like we're doing good here, so I am live. My name is Karen Lengard, and I am the Chief Outdoor and Property Officer for the Girl Scouts of Western New York. Like many of you, I'm practicing my good social distancing, and but I still need to get outside, right? It's really important to still get some time in the outdoors and still remain safe from others. So I'm out here. I have no one within many feet of me. At least you want to practice that 6-foot rule, but I am out in the woods. So I'm here out in Como Park in Lancaster, New York. And we are kicking off Trefoil TV. We're hoping to have a Facebook Live broadcast every day at 3:12. If you don't know the significance of the numbers 3 and 12 in Girl Scouting, it's a great thing to Google right now. If anybody does know the significance of those two numbers, feel free to put it in the comments and I'll give you a shout out for that. I'm sure we have I see some great Girl Scouts out there that would definitely know the answer to that. So we're going to get started today with our hike out here. And today we're going to do a little activity, and we're going to talk about using your 5 senses out in nature. So using your senses is really important, not only for your own safety, but so that you can experience and really take in everything in nature fully. So we're going to talk about the 5 senses. All right. So I am going to try and flip this. Hold on one second. We're going to go over here. Here we go. So our first thing is if you don't know, or it's been a while, maybe you don't remember what the 5 senses are, but the 5 senses are sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. So these 5 senses, like I said, it's really important not only for your safety, but so you can really take everything in and just enjoy being in the outdoors. So we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to go into our first one there, which is sight. All right, so here we go. Sight. So again, safety-wise, you always want to watch your step, right? You want to make sure that there's no roots in your way when you're walking on the trail. You want to make sure there's no tripping hazards, all that stuff. So safety definitely first, but then we want to take it all in. We want to take that all in and make sure that we're really experiencing it. So there are all sorts of scavenger hunts that you can Google. Just put in nature hike, scavenger hunt, and you'll find a million things for sure online. But there are some easy ones, and one that I always think about is a color hike. So you can look for colors, and that's an easy one to do. You can always remember that, and that's a good fun thing to do while you're out on the trail. So we're going to try it, all right? So I'm going to show you all the woods. And for about 30 seconds, we'll take a look at it, and you can try to make a list of all the colors you see. You can keep it in your head. If you have pen and paper, you can keep it on there, but try to see as many colors as you can. And you'll notice that today, even though it's pretty dreary and rainy out today, that's okay. There'd be a lot more colors if it was summer or spring, but right now, there's still lots of colors. You'd be amazed at how many colors there are out there. All right, so I'm going to switch our screen back up again. Here we go. All right. So let's do like 15, 20 seconds. I'm going to scan the area here. Try to find as many colors as you can. How many colors do you see? And think about the stuff you're seeing too. See a lot of great colors here. All right. So you may have not only seen different colors out there. I see lots of greens and browns, yellows, but I see something that's blue there. And it's not a flower. It's not something natural. It's something man-made, right? So that's something to think about too when you're in the outdoors, is what's there that shouldn't be there. And is it something that can be cleaned up or picked up, right? So we always want to do our part. You want to keep safe when you're picking up any trash. If you want to, it's a great thing to always keep a pair of gloves and a garbage bag with you just to take along anything. Of course, you always want to take out any of your own stuff that you may have, but you should definitely take away, if you have the chance and it's safe to pick up, make sure you're not picking up glass or anything like that. but pick up anything that you can so the next person doesn't have to see stuff that's not natural. Oh, Lena says she thinks she saw some purple flowers. That's awesome. Maybe they're around here somewhere. That's awesome. Yeah, so keep on looking for those colors. So we're going to move on now to our next sense, which is, we just did sight. We're in sound now. Yay for sound. So with our sound, the first thing is that a lot of people, when they're out in the woods, they're out there to see wildlife, and your noises can scare wildlife away, right? So it's really important that we're respectful when we're out on the trail, and we're making sure that we're being quiet for each other, quiet enough. Obviously, you can have a conversation, things like that, but you want to make sure that you're being respectful to others on the trail. So that's the first thing. Now, let's take it all in, right? Again, so you could take 30 seconds, a minute or so, and really just think about everything you're hearing out there. Again, is it natural? Is it man-made? How many different sounds are you hearing? And then think about those sounds in your own home. So if you were standing outside, let's say you live in the city, let's say you live in Buffalo or Rochester, is it different when you're standing out in front of your home versus when you're standing in the woods? And how is it different? Some other things you can look into if you have some time is you can always start to look up sound pollution and how that's impacting your own neighborhood. But again, there's all sorts of sounds that you can listen to, and the same way that we did with our sight, and we looked around for a while, just take that time and stop and say, I'm going to listen to what's going on out in the woods. All right. So next we have touch. So there are so many different textures out in nature. There's tons and tons of different things. There's this little branch here I'll show you all that has an awesome, awesome texture to it. You can see all those bumps. And texture is the way things feel. Okay, so some textures may be soft or rough, like sandpaper, gritty. There's all different textures out there, and there's lots of them in nature. You always want to make sure you're being careful about what you touch, because there are things like poison ivy and some things that may not, be the best for you, may hurt you, or end up giving you a rash of some kind. So you do want to be careful and know what you're doing. But there are lots of things you can touch in the woods. Now, you want to make sure that you're leaving things there so other people can see them. So that purple flower that Lena saw, we want to make sure that that purple flower is there for the next person to see when they walk on the trail. So even though it's tempting to pick it up and pick it and take it home with you, it may be something you want to leave. You want to make sure the next person can see that. So a way that you can take nature with you is by doing something cool like this tree rubbing here. So all I did to make this tree rubbing is I took my paper up to this tree, and I took a crayon and rubbed up against the tree there. I rubbed the crayon right there on the paper. And that's a great way to take nature with you and have something with you and not have to take away for the next person to see it. All right. So that is touch. Another thing you can do with touch is, if you have some time, is to research leave no trace and how we impact, how humans impact when we're out on the trail. Okay, so our next one is, drum roll please, taste. Taste is very exciting. So you want to be careful with anything that's edible in nature, right? Because there's a lot of stuff out there that can be poisonous. So you really want to make sure that if you are going to eat anything out in the woods, that you're with a foraging expert, you're with somebody that knows what they're doing. But if you are with somebody that knows what you're doing, you're probably going to find some really cool things that taste really good, like berries and herbs and different things that are awesome. This also, while we're on taste, you want to think about making sure that you have a snack with you, to some kind of healthy portable snack to keep up your energy. I brought some trail mix with me today, and this is also known as gorp, which is good old raisins and peanuts. Any type of healthy trail snack you want to bring with you is great. And then of course you want to make sure you have lots and lots of water with you, right? Drink water, make sure you have plenty of that with you. All right, so we're gonna move on to our last one. Here we go. Woo! Oh, it wants me to it's asking me to rotate my phone. Hopefully it's on. Okay, here we go. Our last one is smell. So I think we all need this after this week. And I'm going to rotate back here real quick. So I think after the long week we've all had, this new and challenging week we've all had, it's time to all take a deep breath in. So let's all go together, hold it in. Oh, yes. Breathe in and out. You know, people pay a lot of money for candles that smell like it smells right here. These pine trees, everything like that. People love the way the woods smell, love the way nature smells. So enjoy it, breathe it in. It's so good for you. It's gonna make you feel really good. So that is my Trefoil TV for the day. I really hope that you get out sometime this week and enjoy the woods. Use all your senses to enjoy the woods. And tomorrow, Allison, our CEO, will be on, and she'll be leading you in a few things as well. So thank you and have a really great day. Bye.